I'm Josh Jacobson. This is my wife Maria, and my daughter Jillian, and my son Jackson. Prior to my offense, it was basic normal life. I went to college, graduated, and got into teaching PE, and where my passion was with coaching soccer. And was married for a little less than 3 years, my first marriage. And when it just became an unhappy marriage, and I think like most people in this day and age, especially without Christ as the center of your life and your marriage, I didn't have the coping skills to deal with the issues that were going on in my marriage, and so I went outside of my marriage and in affairs, and then my offense, and was sentenced to 9 months in jail as a sex offender, and now on lifetime probation with 9 months as a sentence, and labeled for the rest of my life. I thought things were going well. I was a good person, treated people well, and but looking back, realized that one thing was missing in my life, and that was Christ. As I was released on bond, I connected with Maria, and we started dating shortly after that. Then started attending a few times here at Christ Church of the Valley, and then playing in the co-ed soccer league together with some college friends. On New Year's Day 2008, Roger came to visit me, and we began from that day digging into the Word, and him just letting me ask questions, and through the Bible helping me to get to know who Christ was, and what a blessing it was. Now I look back and think how much hope that brought to me during that time period, being able to get through one day at a time, 1 week at a time with his weekly visits. So he impressed upon us that we need to get connected to a small group, we need to attend church, and knowing the stigma that's out there about sex offenders, there's always that concern of, are you going to be accepted? Will they allow you to attend church? And CCV, the church here, stepped in with the prison ministry support, and opened their loving arms to us. The love of Christ was so present through the neighborhood group, and the prison ministry helped connect me with a job coming out. I almost immediately had a job ready for me that made a tremendous difference with being able to pay bills and support, being back able to support Maria a little bit from all the support she gave me during my time. After being arrested and spending my time in jail, my eyes were open to what the difference in what the labeled sex offender is compared to even the idea I had in my mind prior to being arrested. Now being on that side and seeing those that are going to have to register for life as a sex offender, I realized that there's a lot of computer crime, computer offenses. There were majority of people there were young adults that their high school sweethearts, something had happened, and the parents had filed charges, and some of them on their 18th birthday were being arrested, and now scarred for life or tarred for life with a name that is going to have to stick with them. They're going to have to register for the rest of their life, and difficulty finding jobs. And that was the other thing that you heard there, was how there were churches, some of them big name churches, that wouldn't accept sex offenders to attend church there.
So through our church, we before we got married, we went through their marriage classes, which definitely helped us become better communicators. I said that I was, a Catholic, but not practicing at all. So through prison ministry, definitely has given us an opportunity to become closer as a couple, but then also closer, me personally, closer to God. there are any pastors or church leaders watching this testimony, I would just encourage you to listen to our testimony. Without prison ministry and without the support of our church, I would still be a lost soul. The support that the prison ministry has given us as a family, our kids, it's tremendous. And without that support, we would not know Christ. We would be lost. And the support that the church has given us through small groups, through men's group, through soccer, even us getting married, and just supporting us with our children is just priceless.
It's allowed us, to go from unmarried sex offender boyfriend girlfriend to married for over 3 years now, and almost 3 years now, and to have 2 beautiful children at this point, which is not easy as a sex offender to go through that, but through the support, the guidance that we've had through the church, through the prison ministry, it's really allowed us to move forward and continue on with our lives, even though we're still in the process. And again, through the grace of God, that's the only way that's happened. So.